everyone. So today's Tuesday the 12th, and the Chucky TV series is coming out today. So I decided to do Slappy versus Chucky. It's a legacy match, and both of them are I mean, these are both of the what? The most the most infamous supernatural dummies or dolls around. In hindsight, I should probably wait until season 1 of Chucky's over, but I doubt the Heart of Dumbala is probably going to give Chucky new magical powers, and it seems Chucky rarely ever uses magic, at all. Chucky's probably just going to use more kill. Probably get more dangerous weapons to kill. Okay, so who do I think wins? Well, actually, it's been a long time. This book came out recently. I think 2017. It came out 2018, and this is basically Slappy's origin story. Yeah, he's a 200-year-old wizard in the body of a dummy, which would explain his insane amount of magical spells he can do in the books and the show, and in the IDW comics. Oh yeah, speaking of the IDW comics, no, I am not going to be giving Slappy the phone. That would definitely not be fair at all. The phone is like a magical smartphone that each app can do something supernatural, like change a probability of something, erase ones from existence, create duplicates, and basically warp reality. Yeah, with it, Slappy should probably be Planet to probably even higher with the phone. Without the phone, he's still pretty tough. He's been with 14, probably 15 different 14 plus families in the books. Survived a propane tank explosion. Which is actually impressive. I would say this is an interesting matchup. As to who's stronger, I think in the IDW comics, Slappy was strong enough to push the little girl halfway across the room. In the movie, he was able to break the glass. I'm not sure if the movie, the show, the books, and the IDW comics are in the same universe. I think it might be, because IDW comics does basically say that each book R.L. Stein made opens a new world or a new dimension, which would explain the books being, all set in different alternate realities, different planets, or different, worlds. And so Slappy's basically able to take characters from different books and then throwing them into different books so that they can be chased by all kinds of monsters. It's pretty impressive. I should probably talk about his long list of spells. Okay, he can whistle so loudly it feels like he's being stabbed by a knife. Telekinesis, teleportation. Apparently, he can also puke out acid puke and also bleed acid blood. So I guess his puke and his blood is the same thing. That's horrifying. Chucky definitely has a much more deadly arsenal than Slappy. I can definitely see how this fight would set up. Okay, let's see. We have a married couple. Father forgets his son or daughter's birthday. Mom buys Chucky at a garage sale or at the mall. Father buys Slappy. And yeah, that's it. Both of them escape their presence. Chucky tries to kill the family, or Slappy tries to make them into slaves. And that's when Slappy sees Chucky in the house, and Slappy protects the family so that he can turn them into slaves. Chucky just wants to kill them. So yeah, fight begins. Who wins? I have to give the win to Slappy for this one. And I'm not being biased, even though I did grow up watching Goosebumps, but I would definitely say Chucky definitely has better weapon, deadlier arsenal than Slappy, but look at every single spell Slappy can do. Slappy basically hacks Chucky to death. And here's a bit of a problem. He's faster Slappy is faster and stronger than Chucky. Chucky was able to cut off this guy's head off and seed of Chucky, but he needed help of Tiffany. Slappy's able to throw a girl halfway across the room. Someone calculated saying that Slappy should be strong enough to be able to rip your head off your body if he wants to, so Slappy's like twice as strong as Chucky. Not good. As for speed, Slappy somehow is able to, in Night of the Living Dummy 3, this show, he was able to run up the walls, open the vent, climb in the vent, go into Zane's room, somehow put up a chair against the door, and he did that in like a couple of seconds, like less than a minute. I think Slappy's much faster than Chucky. And the final nail in the coffin is his spells. According to the books, Slappy's spells are usually in the form of laser beams and lightning bolts. Now, electricity doesn't work on Chucky, but that's a bit of a problem. Speed. In the comics, Chucky is able to dodge shotgun fire at point blank range. Well, not point blank, like a couple of inches away. The point is, he can dodge shotgun fire, so that should put Chucky at speed of sound. That's good. But laser beams and lightning bolts travel the speed of light. So basically, it's guaranteed that almost every single spell Slappy has is guaranteed to hit Chucky. Really not good, especially if Slappy has a spell that can instantly one-shot him. I highly doubt that Chucky's gonna get any kind of way to counter. Yeah, unless Slappy gets a new power that can make him immune to magic, or ways for him to counter the many things Slappy can do, I don't see him winning. I mean, Slappy can just puke his acid puke on him and melt him to nothing. He could shoot a lightning bolt from his hand to stun him, which is one of the spells he can do. And then just breathe on Chucky and then turn him from, a dummy, from a doll to a dummy. And then Chucky won't be able to speak and move on his own. Slappy will have to speak for him, and Slappy can just rip Chucky apart from then. And yes, Chucky can make clones of himself. But again, so can Slappy. Slappy can just bring other dummies to life and probably attack them. Or he can just stun them all with his lightning bolt spell that apparently stuns you. It doesn't burn you or even electrocute you. It just stuns you once hit with it. Then he just breathes on all the Chuckies and then turn them into dummies one by one. The speed is the biggest problem. And the biggest slap to the face is durability. Slappy survived a propane tank explosion. But in the Goosebumps movie, the second one, he got hit by a lightning bolt from the Tesla building. That electricity was like enough to power up the entire town. And the fact Slappy got hit with it and survived, that puts Slappy at like town level. Chucky at best is at least like wall to street level. There is nothing Chucky can do to actually injure Slappy at this point. So Slappy's faster, stronger, and much more tougher than Chucky. Ouch. Again, because Goosebumps is an anthology story, it's kind of hard to say if any of that is canon. Is Goosebumps the movie canon to the books? Is it canon to the IDW comics? I know the books and the IDW comics is canon. See, now you do see Colonel Creeps and other characters that do show up in the books show up in the comics. Also, Slappy should scale to the Mummy King, who was able to defeat a skeleton T-Rex that Slappy brought to life. And Slappy took down the Mummy King, so by power scaling, yeah, T-Rexes can crush diamonds. So the Mummy got hit by the T-Rex a couple of times. So Slappy should be strong enough to crush diamonds if you're going to power scale him to the T-Rex and the Mummy King. That's definitely a problem for Chucky. Slappy basically just like one-shots him. Also, he can just mess with Chucky too, because one of the many spells Slappy knows is scan. Well, it's called info analysis. Yes, he can scan his opponents. Growing up with Final Fantasy means, I know what that means. Yes, he can scan Chucky, meaning he'll know Chucky's name, weaknesses, strengths. And he's gonna use his strengths and weaknesses against Chucky to mess with him. And he would know how to probably kill Chucky as well, so. Ouch. I really don't see Chucky winning this. I mean, the only spells Chucky knows is transferring his soul into something else. If he had some defensive spells to protect him from possibly many of Slappy's spells, then yes, he could win, but I don't see him winning against Slappy's insane many spells he can do. Again, he's a 200-year-old wizard in the body of a dummy. Wait, a 200-year-old wizard in the body of a dummy. Okay, the book Bride of the Living Dummy got a whole lot creepier. Slappy was like over 200 and that girl was 12. Creepy. I mean, maybe it was okay. I mean, back then, you can graduate school when you're like 14 years old. So, yeah, I think like in the 1800s, or roughly 1700s. I mean, according to Little House on the Prairie, you can get married at 14, 15 years old. I think that was the 1800s. Probably, or was it the 1700s? No, yeah, I think it was 1800, 1890. Wait, no, it was 1900s, like early 1900s. Little House on the Prairie is getting a reboot. Point is, I think back then it was okay, but now, I mean, even back in the 1980s, it still would have been really creepy. Like, really, really creepy. But, yeah, I don't see Chucky winning this. Slappy has too many spells for Chucky to, try to counter or avoid, and he can't. Chucky's not faster than light, and Slappy shooting laser beams out of his eyes, and shooting lightning bolts. Yeah, his spells are usually lightning bolts and lasers. I mean, I'm pretty sure a laser would work on Chucky, but lightning bolts probably not. And Kind of a problem, seeing how Slappy can just shoot laser beams at Chucky, and Chucky be too slow to dodge them. It's guaranteed it's gonna hit him, and seeing how there's so many spells that Slappy could, use on Chucky, I don't see Chucky, getting past those insane spells. Yeah, Chucky would lose it horribly. This is a big sum. And it would have been an even bigger sum if I let Slappy use the phone. Though I will let him use the phone in the R.L. Stein Goosebumps free-for-all. Which I'm probably going to do next week or something. Oh god, the fight's going to come down to probably Slappy versus Pennywise. Alright, I hope everyone enjoys the Slappy TV show that's coming out today. Sorry, Chucky TV show is coming out today. Ooh, I can't wait to see the first episode. Alright, bye.